morning, guys. I woke up with a message on my heart. I threw on this wrinkled shirt for the sole purposes of getting this message out, right? Because I feel like somebody will resonate with this, and I wanted to get it to whoever it needs to get to. And I feel like we have to stop this negative self talk narrative that we have with ourselves, right? A lot of times I will stop myself from this brilliant idea, right? I have this idea in my head. I'm passionate about it. I want to talk about it and I want to get it out. But I'll stop myself dead in my tracks because of what I think it may be perceived as, right? So maybe I said something out of, the moment. And I felt that way when I said it, right? And maybe now I don't feel that way anymore. But I won't, double back on it because maybe I'll feel like I'll be perceived as phony. Or maybe I feel like I should stand in that, right? I said it and stand on what you said, right? But I feel like that limits me, right, in growth. I feel like this negative self talk that we have with ourselves sometimes on the way what we do or what we say will be perceived limits our growth and limits our ability to change and limits our ability to move forward in the person that we're supposed to be. It's okay for you to feel some way and then change that feeling. If it's 5 seconds later, if it's 10 minutes later, if it's 10 years later, right? You're allowed to grow. You're allowed to be different, right? And I feel like we feel like we're going to get punished for that. I feel like, you know, we think that people are going to say, "Oh, who does she think she is now?" or maybe people feel like you have all the answers, right? And I feel like the art of organics has changed. I feel like organic conversations, I feel like organic perceptions, I feel like just the natural art of things has been skewed. I feel like everything kind of has to be socially appropriate or everything has to be, widely accepted before you decide that you are going to, say how you feel or say what you're thinking. And I feel like I don't want this to be taken the wrong way. Honestly, I even stopped myself from making this video because I was like, "Oh, how are people going to perceive what I'm saying or how are people going to perceive what I'm thinking or turn it around to something that is not right." But I feel like the people who are supposed to hear it and who are supposed to receive this message are going to know exactly what I'm talking about, exactly what I'm saying, and view it exactly how I meant it. Stop the negative self-talk within yourself. Stop the overthinking. Stop the limiting yourself. Stop the just terrible behavior that enables this constant traction of I have an idea, but I'm not going to do it because, right? I want to go to the gym, but I'm never going to lose the weight. I want to eat better, but I'm going to die anyway. Does it matter? I want to apologize and say that I feel like I was wrong, but does that mean I'm phony? I want to say that I don't agree with you, but that does that mean I'm not a good friend? I feel like a lot of times we create this narrative that may not even be real. It may be, right? It may be. These people may actually think this about you if, you move forward with this plan. But then, there's always clarification. Hey, I didn't intend on this to be, what you thought. Or I didn't intend on this. But I also want to say that you can't control how people feel about you, what people think, right? You have to move forward in the way that's best for you. And I want us to start being more selfish. I want people to stop thinking so hard about things. Do what you feel, be more natural and organic, And I mean, just grow. Stop hindering your growth because of other people. Stop hindering your growth because of yourself and this narrative that you may have created. It could be completely false and completely unreal, right? And then distinguish that. But yeah, I woke up with this on my heart. Sometimes I get into this mood where, okay, well, I want to explore it further and I want to see what I mean, right? And then I never do that. And then I never create the video and I never talk about it. But today, I wanted to make sure that I didn't do that. I wanted to get out how I felt while it was on my mind. And you know what? If I don't feel this way later, then I'll come back and say that this is what I meant, just to clear something up. If I have changed my mind and I want to elaborate, then I'll do that. But I really just want us to get into the art of natural, just natural, how do I want to put it? Conversations. Just these organic interactions, right? Have the conversation if you feel like it. Say what you feel. You're allowed to retract that statement if you don't feel that way tomorrow, if you don't feel that way in 10 minutes. But do it. I think my most important message from this video is just do it. Just do it.